like, share, subscribe.
Toyotomi Hideyoshi. This map shows the strategic position experienced by Hideyoshi as he made the transition from being Oda Nobunaga's leading general in 1577 to campaigning in his own right following Nobunaga's death in 1582. The siege and flooding of Bichu-Takamatsu Castle, 1582. Hideyoshi in command, Yamazaki 1582. Hideyoshi rise to power, 1582 to 1585. The night attack of Shizugatake, 1583. Hideyoshi's conquests of islands, 1585 to 1587. The invasion of Shikoku, 1585. The Odawara campaign of 1590 and the achievement of reunification in 1591. Robert E. Lee. Campaigns and battles of Robert E. Lee, 1861 to 65. Lee during the Cheat Mountain Campaign, 1861. Second Manassas, August 28 to 30, 1862. Fredericksburg, December 13, 1862. Chancellorsville, May 2 to 4, 1863. Lee at Chancellorsville, 1863. Lee and staff at Gettysburg, July 2, 1863. Gettysburg, the third day, July 3, 1863. Hannibal. Hannibal's march across the Alps. Hannibal enters Italy. Hannibal's march from Iberia to Italy. Battle of the Trebia, December 2, 18 BC. Battle of Cannae, August 2, 16 BC. Hannibal at Cannae. Battle of Zama, 202 BC. Hannibal at Zama. Heinz Guderian. Breakthrough at the Meuse, May 1940. Montcornet, May 16, 1940. Fall Rot, June 1940. Operation Barbarossa, June-July 1941. Smolensk, July-August 1941. Moscow, November-December 1941. The Tank Battle at Kursk, July 1943. The Eastern Front, June 1944 to April 1945. Dwight Eisenhower. Mediterranean Theater of Operations. Operation Husky, Sicily, July 1943. D-Day, Utah Beach, June 6, 1944. European Theater of Operations, June 1944 to May 1945. Alternate Plans, August 1944. Autumn Frustrations, September 15 to December 15, 1944. Crossing the Rhine. The Battle of the Bulge, December 19, 1944. Thomas Edward Lawrence. The Ottoman Empire, 1914. Command meeting with Emir Faisal, Hamra, October 1916. The capture of Aqaba, May-July 1917. Yarmouk Valley Raid, November 1917. Attack on the Hejaz Railway, January 1, 1918. The Battle of Tafila, January 25, 1918. The Battle of Tafila, January 25, 1918. The Final Campaign, September 16 to October 28, 1918. George Washington. Overview of Washington's campaigns. The Siege of Boston. The battles for Long Island and New York City. The battles of Trenton and Princeton. Planning the 1778 campaign at Valley Forge. The Battle of Monmouth. Climax at Monmouth. The storming of Redoubt 10. Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, Pompey. Pompey's first triumph. Pompey had raised a private army, an army with no legal basis, for Sulla's interests and for his own. He then held illegal commands in Sicily and in Africa against Marian remnants. For this grisly affair he was to add the word Magnus to his name and, though not even a senator, to be granted the supreme honor of a triumph. Pompey versus the pirates. Pompey's commands, the East, 66 to 62 BC, Siege of Jerusalem, summer 63 BC, Pompey versus the Sadducees. Battle of the Sucro, spring 75 BC, Pompey versus Sertorius. Pompey's commands, civil war, 49 to 48 BC. Pompey at Pharsalus. Battle of the Lesnikia, July 9, 48 BC, Pompey versus Caesar. Albert Kesselring. Battle of Britain. The planned assault on Malta, 1942. The Tunis bridgehead, November 1942. On September 8, 1943, after a tip-off from the Italians, Kesselring's headquarters at the Hotel Tusculum in Frascati was bombed. Kesselring and Vietinghoff, along with Kesselring's chief of staff Siegfried Westphal, had a meeting to prepare a decisive counterattack. Staged withdrawal in Italy, September-November 1943. First Battle of Cassino in Anzio, 18 to 22 January 1944. Cassino 1944. Staged withdrawal in central Italy, May-November 1944. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. Ataturk and Independence War Museum. Kemal leading a post-war of independence victory parade in Smyrna, Izmir, in 1922. The Gallipoli Peninsula, April 25, 1915. Lieutenant Colonel Mustafa Kemal, in command of an Ottoman infantry division, in front of his headquarters in the small village of Baigali with his aide-de-camp at 7 a.m., April 25, 1915. He has alerted and readied the regiments of the 19th Infantry Division to meet the invading Australians. 2 soldiers from the 57th Infantry Regiment, Kemal's best unit and the 1st Regiment he will launch that day, stand ready to march along the circuitous route leading to the Anzac beachhead. Today the Baigali House is a museum. The Anzac Perimeter, May 19, 1915. Mustafa Kemal's counterattack, August 9, 1915. Colonel Mustafa Kemal in the trenches, August 6, 1915. The 7th Army retreat from Megiddo, September 19 to October 28, 1918. Nationalist artillery in the War of Independence. Kemal's artillerymen were mostly regulars with experience in World War I. Nationalist cavalry in the War of Independence. The cavalry of 5th Cavalry Corps played a decisive role in the encirclement and destruction of 2 Greek army corps in 1922. Mustafa Kemal surrounded by Turks before the Great Offensive. Women in the War of Independence. Turkish women load shells into an ox cart while others reload bullets on the workbench behind. The Great Offensive, August 26, 1922. Field Marshal and Commander-in-Chief Mustafa Kemal overlooking his army during the Turkish War of Independence. Kemal and his principal commanders Ismet, Fethi and Nurettin gathered on Kokatip Hill to observe the opening barrage at 5 a.m. on August 26, 1922 as the Great Offensive began. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, as President of the Republic.
Like, share, subscribe.